You seen a guy? Kind of a squirrely guy with big sunglasses running around. Balding. Says he's a journalist. Damn it all! What am I gonna do? Listen, my name is Oscar Gonzalez. I'm in some hot water with some people. But my friend, Jack Hunter, he's chasing some story for his damn magazine. Now, I don't want to leave my friend alone out there in the wilderness, but I'm running out of time. We gotta split, you see? So, I've got a job for you, if you're up for it. You go find my friend. Make sure he's safe and bring back any sign that he's alive. Do that, and I've got caps with your name on them. What do you think? Jack is a human hurricane. I've done my fair share of living, but Jack is something else. He'll take you right up to the edge. But you never know if he's gonna push you off or pull you back. At first, you might think he's a psychopath, and there's some truth to that. But underneath it all, he has an insight into everything that no one else has. He cuts through to the heart of things. Maybe that's what brings on the madness. He sees things for what they are. He's one of a kind. Which is why I don't want him shivved to death in the mountains of Appalachia. Good. I'm glad we speak the same language. Take this holotape. It's the only lead I have. Some kind of coded message. Guy is always doing stuff like this. Maybe you can figure out what he's talking about. Use it to track him down. Appreciate the help.
G, I hope this message finds you well. Closing in on my target, a big man called Little Rob. They say he lives somewhere in the mountains, some kind of hideout. You might wonder who they are. I'm talking about people in the know. Squatters, prospectors, gold diggers. They say they've all had run-ins with the target. I met them in a shack up in the hills, near a golf course that's seen better days. But I was not there for the greens. We met up and made merry. Don't judge me. You're a merrymaker yourself, you know. They said they could take me to Rob. I decided to follow. Dangerous, I know, but you have to take some risks if you're gonna get the big score. It's just how it is in this business. See you on the other side. Hunter, out.
You lost? You don't look like any prospector I've ever seen. Not that that's a problem. We like to take in strangers. They can be fun. Oh, you're a friend of that guy. He was a riot. Nobody partied like that man. Never seen someone take so many chems and stay standing. He came in here looking to talk to some blood eagles. Some of my friends knew where to find them. They took him up to the crosshair in the mountains. That's Little Rob's territory. Or so I hear. Don't think they're coming back. Say, do you party like your friend? I've got some buff out. You'll never know what hit you. Or in a good way. Yeah, modified to be a blast. Way better high than the normal stuff. And none of those nasty side effects. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Here, take that sucker and get as high as you like. Night. You'll pass out any second now. Huh? That's not right. Was it a dud? Oh well. Little Rob will have to get his tribute the hard way then. Hard way it is then. You'll pay for that. Damn.
The world has gone to all hell, but miners still spend every waking hour hunting for riches in the jagged stone of Appalachia. Some things never change. Every waking hour? Not quite accurate for when the sun sets their minds to other things. Chems, gambling, booze. I find myself entrapped in this den of debauchery. I'm not immune to its charms. Besides, I came here for info, a lead on Little Rob, that notorious bandit who stalks the hills nearby, and I can tell I am close. Surly, the ringleader here, has said as much. She insists I take chem after chem, this pill and that pill slide down my throat, lubricated by more whiskey than I knew existed. Untold doses of buff-out fill my veins. I'd say it's the price I pay for my art, but we all know I'd be lying. I enjoy it all too much to call it a toll. I can't get enough of this stuff, and if they'll give it out for free, then why not partake? I get what I want, and then some.
All right, Surly, you know the drill. It took a hell of a lot of spiked buff out, but I think we finally have this hunter guy down for the count. We'll take him back up to the crosshair, and Rob can decide what to do with him. Maybe we'll make him our jester. Seems like a funny guy. Seems like a waste to eat such a scrawny man. Jack is based on real-life author and founder of gonzo journalism, Hunter S. Thompson. He wrote a book about himself called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which would be made into a 1998 movie directed by Terry Gilliam. However, the name of this quest is in reference to one of Thompson's other books, Hell's Angels, The Strange and Terrible Saga of the Outlaw Motorcycle Gangs. Hunter S. Thompson spent an entire year living and even riding with the gang doing extensive research for his book. Jack in this quest finds himself in an extreme version of that, where he wants to meet Little Rob to learn more about the Blood Eagles.
Is this a hallucination?
What happened here? What did you do? Rescue me. I didn't need rescuing. I had everything under control. You psychopath! All my interviewees are dead. Now what am I gonna do?
Put you up to this.
So you with the family? I paid that debt. Is it Buttercup? He's out to ruin me, isn't he? Oscar? Oh, well, of course, but I sent him my holotape. He should know better, but... yeah, it figures. He's probably whacked out on Psycho, that one. All right. I understand now. But I can't leave without my story. I came here to interview Little Rob, and that's what I intend to do. So, since you killed off half my article, I think it's only fair you come with me. Besides, I'll need the help considering how many chems I just took in the latrine. Do that, and I'll give you a note proving I'm alive and kicking. Wouldn't you want to be high out of your mind before confronting a megalomaniacal mass-murdering cult leader? No, of course not. You do that all the time, don't you? Well, for us regular folk, we need a little chemical courage for such things. That, and it gets me in the mindset. Rob and I'll have a lot more common ground when we're both high as a kite on a windy day. Give it time. I would, if he hadn't murdered all my interviewees. Do this for me, and you and Oscar can go home happy. You have the right attitude for this job, you know that? Now, these chems I took, they're pretty strong. I may need you to do some talking for me, and in fact, I think you should expect to. And little Rob, warmonger that he is, has a hot temper. He's liable to fly off the handle at the slightest insult. So be careful what you say, or you'll have to do to him what you did to his minions here. And then I'll have no story. But we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. It's time to get going.
Hey, you gonna ask me a question, or what? You got something to say to me? Well, if it isn't our guest of honor. Was it you that woke me up with all that racket? Hey, who the hell is this?
No one to worry about, Rob. This is my assistant. Late to the party as usual. I'm not the one we're interviewing here.
Ain't so. I'll wake up from my beauty sleep, expecting a one-on-one interview. And now I got this sprung on me. I don't like this, Jack. It seems suspicious. And you know how I get when I'm suspicious.
Steady, Rob, steady. No need for suspicion. We're all friends here. Remember the card games. Remember the chems.
Friends. Right. Those cams were pretty good.
That's right, friends. Now, okay, let's get through this interview before I'm halfway to the moon. First question is... assistant, remind me what the first question was again. That's it. Always wondered what's so little about little Rob.
I'm anything but little. That's a joke, you see. It's very subtle, so I can understand why you may not get it right away. My pappy used to tell me stories about this Robin guy and his buddy John. They called John Little, even though he was big. Since I'm big too, it always stuck with me.
Good. Doing well. Next question. What was the next question again, assistant?
What are you? A philosopher? Might makes right. That's our guiding principle. We don't need anything more than that to get our way. Getting our way is all that's important to us. Some people out there are trying to scam you into thinking we can go back to how we used to live, but we can't. The sooner we get used to that idea, the better off we'll all be.
Food for thought. Yes, jot that down, assistant. Now the final question. The big kahuna. Assistant, no. This one, I'll handle myself. I have to. The currents of fate have thrust it upon me, and me alone, no matter what my cognitive state. Little Rob, when you peer into the cosmic mirror and your soul stares back, blackened by the violence of its existence, it asks, what was the point of it all? How do you respond?
What? Is that what he was babbling about? That ain't a hard question. Surprised you even need to ask. I want to be on top. Who wouldn't? We all scrape, steal, and kill our way to a better life nowadays. And of all the blood eagles in the crosshair, I've got it best. Why? Because I took what I needed. Huh. Simple as
The soft underbelly of little Rob revealed. Yes, yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. Good work. Well, that concludes our interview. I think I got plenty of material to go on. Rob, you have been a magnificent host. I don't know if we'll meet again, but if we do, save some of that buff out for me. And you were as good an assistant as I could have hoped for. You can head back to Oscar. This note will prove I'm safe, but I'm getting out of here. We're both gonna want to lay low for a while after what we've been through. Don't worry. Once he gets word, he'll know to head to our rendezvous spot. So rest assured, I'll meet up with him eventually. What? Oh no. Don't worry about that. Stay vague and we'll all be cool. Somewhere far away from here. And you damn well better believe I'm not gonna tell you. Not after what you put me through. Yes, yeah, that's right. You can finally go back to your killing spree. All the talking over. You know, despite everything, I have to admit I won't forget our chance encounter today. A journey into a den of darkness, a chance encounter with a murderous psychopath. No, don't two! Yeah, it'll make a hell of an article. Keep an eye on the newsstands. Farewell.
Longer, friend! You ever find out what happened to Jack? That son of a rendezvous point? What the hell does that mean? Is he talking about it? How am I supposed to get there? Ugh. Hey, look, this isn't your problem anymore. If he's safe and wants to meet there, then that's all that matters. Here's that reward we talked about. Now, I've got to go get myself out of hot water. Alone. That bastard.